back. Kinda. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Dynasty back with another MK1, MK Uno update video for you all today because the man, the myth, the legend, the co-creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon, is now active online. You guys do know that just a few days ago, we had an insider, a leaker, if you will, who has never been wrong when it comes to leaking Mortal Kombat information, dropped the news that the Kombat Pack 3 was canceled because of poor Chaos Reign sales. Again, if you've missed all that, I'll have several cards on the screen right now. And when that news broke, a lot of people were hoping that we'd see some type of response from the studio, from Warner Bros, Ed Boon, in regards to, hey, is MK1 gonna keep getting support? That's the million-dollar question, especially, again, after the internet broke when we found out not only that the Kombat Pack 3 was canceled, but a story expansion with all the characters as well. And all we got the day that dropped was a trailer for Season 2 of Pro Competition, which I think wasn't a coincidence. I think that was probably the studio's way to kind of be like, you see, Mortal Kombat 1's gonna be on the main stage in Mexico City for Season 2 of Pro Comp. Haha! Here to stay, at least for a few more months. But thankfully, yesterday, Ed Boon took to Blue Sky, which is now like 2014 Twitter all over again. Boon is responding to a bunch of, you guessed it, Mortal Kombat questions. And funny enough, a lot of these questions that are being responded to from Boon mention like, hey, I hope you're doing well, and is everything okay after all those leaks? Appreciate all the hard work for MK1. It's just indirectly Ed Boon responding to responses that mention the Kombat Pack 3 leak. And I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you exactly what Boon means from these responses, because you can interpret all of these replies any way you want if you stretch it far enough. So I'm simply going to be reading any response that I thought was worthy of being showcased in this video. There's a bunch of other tweets, posts, I don't know what they call it on this damn website, that are probably worth checking out too. They're not necessarily directly about Mortal Kombat 1, but just like Mortal Kombat in general that I thought were really cool. So this isn't everything that Boon's been saying, but I kind of kept it to just the things I think are important. So that is going to be the topic of the day. Ed Boon indirectly responds to Kombat Pack 3 allegations, rumors, leaks. Before we break down everything Ed Boon has said over the last 24 hours, takes you a second, please drop a like on the video. Without you, these MK videos don't happen. And I keep saying it because it's true, man. You guys are the best. Thank you for all the recent love and support on the content. We killed it last week. Last week was insane. This whole Kombat Pack 3 coverage is mind-blowing. People say MK's dead, but boy, when there's new DLC, everyone has an opinion about it, huh? So thank you guys for keeping up to date on the channel over the last week. And with that said, let's see what Boon had to say when asked about Kombat Pack 3 cancellation, leaks, rumors. Kicking things off right here, Master Freezy says, Ed, hope everybody's okay with all those leaks. Still hoping for Kombat Pack 3 after Kombat Pack 2. In response to that, Boon simply said, I appreciate the kind words. Now, again, this is open for interpretation. You could make what you will of all these responses. Boon got mad last time I tried to interpret an interview quote, so I'm gonna tread lightly on this one here. Tyler said, hope you're doing well, and Boon said, thanks, ... You too. Quite the optimist, isn't he? Mo said, unlike some people, I appreciate the hard work you have done on MK1, but the fans would just like to know what's happening with Mortal Kombat 1. We would like some clarification, that's all. Please don't cancel Mortal Kombat 1. And in response to this question, million-dollar question from Mo, Boon simply says, thanks for the appreciation, means a lot. Did not even necessarily give a proper response. Simply said, thanks for supporting your boy. Now, I said I wasn't gonna try to give my opinion on these statements, but it just doesn't sound good, man. That's all I'm saying. Now, on the more positive side, I guess, if there was one complaint a lot of people had with Chaos Reigns, it was the gender swap of Sector and Cyrax. Everybody misses the OGs. Obviously, they're cameo fighters, but in the actual canon story, a lot of people just wanted those two characters left the way they've always been. And right here on Blue Sky again, somebody said, give us OG Mel, Cyborg, Sector, and Cyrax, please. Street Fighter, do this. You can do NetherRealm, please, for the OG fans. Fucking hell. Okay. So Boon replies to that saying, oh, I wish I could share more with you now. Again, this is pretty much what's been echoed previously. Boon wishes he could tell us what the hell's going on, but the publisher won't let him. As much as I'm sure Boon wishes he could be like, MK1's not canceled. Dude, he's on the hot seat. Everything he says right now is going to be overanalyzed. So, you know, he's just simply gonna give us vague statements and responses when asked directly about some things, especially if it's combat pack leaks, but at least we're seeing Boon active again. That's a good thing. Now, he was also asked, please, more customization, slots, skin packs for the combat pack, variations for characters, voice lines, tag team, test your luck, test your sight, online rooms, mercy, classic 1v1. It'll help the game a lot. And Boon said, that's a lot. Winky face. The winky face is nice. The cheeky little winky face is the classic good old Boon that we've come to love and hate over the years, especially when it comes to him trolling. But that's the Boon we know. So I'm just glad to see that. Again, it's not all doom and gloom. I'm sure one of these things, when it's all said and done, could potentially be added. At the very least, online rooms, because I bitch about it every single update. So yeah, I'm sure that maybe the winky face means something. Maybe we're gonna get some of that by the time this game's done being supported. Now, if you guys remember, we've talked about it for a long time. Day one source code, Jade had intros versus Natara. So for a long time, we've been saying Jade is going to be a DLC character. A couple of days ago, Fate Unknown comes out, says that Jade was going to be part of the Combat Pack 3 that got canceled. Well, again, hashtag Jade for MK1. Boon said, I love Jade too. So, hey, maybe we'll get Jade as a cameo fighter, which would kind of be weird because we have Chameleon already, but hey. Maybe she's gonna be part of those cameos that we're probably gonna get when it's all said and done. Because you know, March, we'll probably get the final Combat Pack 2 character. April, May, around that time, they're probably gonna give us a few more of those cameo fighters because Boon has all but confirmed that, and I can't see them not giving us that because I'm sure they're already done, so. At the very least, we're getting a cameo fighter pack. It's gonna happen, and hey, maybe it's Jade. Now, this next response isn't necessarily about Mortal Kombat 1. It's about like the next NetherRealm Studios game, which may or may not already be in the works, especially if this game's support is canceled. Boon pretty much just confirmed that we're not getting MK versus DC Part 2. He's flat out, I feel like, just said it's not gonna happen. So, MK Bat, I wonder how he came up with that name. You get it, because Mortal Kombat and Batman. You know what would be cool? Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe 2. I thought that the first one was good. Keep it 2D with 3D like Tekken in a way, but with gritty graphics like God of War, bring back the nostalgia. It could be competing with Marvel versus Capcom. Holy shit, MK Bat is smoking some weed. And in response to that, Boon says, not sure that's the way to go next. Boom. So, I mean, it could be a red herring. Maybe this is him trying to dissuade us and think that it's not gonna happen, but the way it's worded makes me think Boon's probably not lying about this. He could probably come out and be like, yeah, it's probably not the best thing to do MK versus DC 2. The first one was very polarizing. I've always been open to the idea if given the proper M rating, but I always felt like it couldn't happen because WB wouldn't let Mortal Kombat characters fatality Batman, and it seems like it's probably still that case. So yeah. Again, not necessarily directly in response to MK1, but the next game, it's probably not going to be MK versus DC 2. So if you hated the first one, rejoice, it's probably not coming back still. Now, speaking about, you know, leaks and stuff like that, Extra Color said, Ed, I would love for this to be a sensible place for you to talk about non-MK related things, but your franchise is literally on fire right now. And Boon said, I don't mind talking Mortal Kombat. And he's spitting because he's responding to all these Mortal Kombat questions. So, you know, I'm just glad that despite the noise, he's maybe not head on responding about it, because I don't think he can, but at least we know Boon is here. He's alive and well, man. You know who I wish was alive and well? Erron fucking Black. I miss Erron Black. And speaking of Erron Black, Erron Black fan came out and said, hey Ed, join here just for you. You don't have to reply, but I need an Erron Black official licensed action figure so bad. In response to that, Boon said, Erron Black has quickly become an MK fan favorite. I agree, he would sell well as an action figure. So Boon acknowledging that Erron Black is by far the greatest character of all time. No, but for real. Glad to see that universally it's becoming a thing. We all kind of just love Erron Black. I know MKX gets a lot of flack for some of the combat kids, but if there was one new character addition I think was completely solid and accepted by everybody, I think we could all agree Erron Black is a pretty badass cowboy from Texas. So, dude, seeing that made me happy. I'm hoping he comes back in the next game. Boom, Erron Black fans, that one's for you. Got a few more left, Now, the next couple ones are in response to skins for MK1. Melon Ivy said, hey Ed, welcome to Blue Sky. Please, can Baraka get a skin? He has 0 skins since launch for 1 year and has the lowest skin count in the game. Other characters are on 8 to 10 skins. It's very upsetting. And Boon said, valid point. Now attached is that classic MK Deception Baraka, which I think, along with the MK2 Classic Baraka, the best Baraka of all time. So if we can get Deception Baraka, I might have to drop $5 and give WB what they want. My money, I know, it's a shame, but I really do love that look. So we'll see what happens for all the Baraka fans out there. And again, talking about skins, NetherRealm Studios, add these skins. Please, I beg you! Give them for free, like 5. They're too perfect, don't change them. And Boon says, MK fans love the classics, that's for sure. And it's a collage rather, of a bunch of classic skins. See what else we get. Maybe we're getting some 3D era skins for Baraka. Lastly, don't cancel KP3, please. Sonya, Kano, Jax, Nightwolf, Cabal, Scarlet, Jade, Fujino, Naga, Shinnok, Goro, Kataro, Shiva being the rest. Characters for the game support, please, it'll sell. Boon, fucking props. He responded to that saying, that's a lot of fighters. So, Combat Pack 3 with all those characters would just be a lot of fighters. It'd have to be less if there was a Combat Pack 3, am I right? So, there you go. Ed Boon indirectly responding to a lot of posts on Blue Sky about Mortal Kombat 1. It is what it is, man. I don't know what people were expecting. There's not much you can really say. Obviously, I wish that he could come out and be like, hey guys, don't be distracted by the noise. We're actually supporting this game up until 2026. But obviously, probably not in their best interest to even confirm these leaks are true or fake. At the very least, it's a great marketing tactic for them if they were the ones responsible for this. If Fate Unknown really is Ed Boon, I mean, hey, how do you stir up some hype for a dead game? It's not dead, it's selling great. I'm sorry, don't crucify me. You leaked the roster. Maybe. So there you go. Again, this took place late last night. I had to talk about it. I'm gonna try not to interpret the responses, but they kind of are what they are. Not really saying much, because legally I don't think Boon could say much. But at least he's there being active. He's not active on Twitter, on X, but on Blue Sky, he's back to it. So we'll see what happens. If anything, this is your sign that you got to go make a Blue Sky account to go follow Boon, because he's not talking on Twitter. But what do y'all think of this? Were you expecting more from Boon? Are you glad to see he's doing okay, it seems like? If you enjoyed the video, do me a solid. It takes you a second. Drop a like on it. Subscribe to some more MK content like this on the channel. Till next time, been your host, been Dynasty. Guys, please take care, stay safe. Thank you for watching. I love you. I'm also on Blue Sky, unfortunately. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.